Missouri on the road against Red Hot Vanderbilt. I
Can
love
I
this
just say I'm
matchup. I love
fascinated
these
to hear what
games.
you say? These are two of your babies. You love
These are
both
two
these
of my
teams.
babies.
I can't
I'll
wait to
let
hear
you
what you
go
think.
first. I'll try to
No, no, no,
control
no,
my
no. I'm out
urges.
of the way. I'm out of the way.
Okay,
I need to hear
okay.
it. I need to hear it.
I think this is a great matchup for Missouri. I think
Okay.
Missouri is built for these type of games where can you run the football, be physical, out physical. I mean, hell, we even saw LSU at times be able to run the football against Vanderbilt. Very aggressive defense. And then can you stop the run and can you control Pavia defensively? And I think they have the edge players. They have the defense to be able to do that. Number 3 rush defense in the SEC, 21 sacks, fourth in the SEC. They went out into the portal and got guys on the edge to be able to play in games like this, to control a mobile quarterback, not let Pavia run from one side of the field to the other side of the field, to the other side of the field, to the other side. Just, he's a nightmare. And the offense is an absolute nightmare, but I think they got the dudes defensively to be able to slow it down enough. The question comes down to the first point I talked about with them, physicality and offense, is running the football. First 5 games of the season, Ahmad Hardy, one of the best backs in the country. Over 100 yards each game. He's rolling. He's breaking tackles. He's doing it all. Last 2 games against better talent, Alabama and Auburn, less than 100 yards rushing. Haven't got that going, having to rely on Bo Prabula. And I like Bo, but Bo's had 4 interceptions in those 2 games. So I think it's kind of now the recipe to beat Missouri is kind of put out there. Hey, can we load the box? Can we be aggressive? Can we force Bo to beat us for 4 quarters with his arm?
Right.
We're going to live and die by that. And Auburn almost got him a week ago. Obviously, Alabama had the week before that. So is Vanderbilt good enough and physical enough to continue to play that aggressive style of defense to stop Ahmad Hardy is going to be the big key.
It really is. And I think, these are 2 fun teams, right? When you
Yes.
look at Missouri and what they want to do and how they do it, and the defense has really stepped up. And same thing with Vanderbilt. I mean, it's a complete football team. And I was a little overeager and excited earlier when we're breaking down Vanderbilt, but they are a good team. And I think what's interesting, who can get after the quarterback, who can make things happen. And I don't know if you saw this against Auburn when they were going into the overtime. I think it was the second overtime. And Zion Young's up there. Maybe it was the first one. He's up there, captain, defensive end number 9. He's going nuts. Like during the coin flip. He's not even paying attention. He's just talking trash. And then he gets a huge sack during the overtime. You're just like, golly, way to back it up. Can he channel that energy, right? Because Pavia is going to have big energy. He's going to be talking his talk and doing his thing. Can you replicate that? And can you get in the backfield? Can you make things happen? I think it's the as silly and as no does it sounds. First person that makes a mistake is going to lose this game. It's 2 teams that probably want to fill each other out running the football, whether that's with the quarterback, with your running back, and who makes the mistake first. And as you just mentioned, them going back into coverage and will Prabula make the mistake? Will he throw him the ball and does Vandy not look back? That's kind of the interesting thing that I'm looking at this game. Who is not too conservative, but conservative enough to not give the game away?
Well, I mean, look at I still think a lot of it does come down to that defensive line. Though, when you look at last week versus Auburn, 5 sacks obviously play a big factor in the quarterback's yards at the end of the day. But Jackson Arnold, 17 carries, 14 yards. His longest run of the game was 12 yards.
Yeah.
How did Vanderbilt have success last week versus LSU in that defense? Pavia. I keep wanting to say Bo. I mean, Pavia's ability to scramble and run. You cannot allow him to beat you, to create energy on that football team, because that's what Vanderbilt lives on, man. And I think Vanderbilt is a very good team on both sides of the football. I love what Clark Lee's doing defensively with those boys. I love the energy they play on the offensive side of the football. But they go as Pavia goes. As he makes big time plays, the entire football team gets energized. You saw it happen versus Alabama. When he wasn't making those big time plays, everything kind of felt like it was crumbling. And obviously, you're going against a team in Alabama that is superior in talent and one of our best teams in America, you and I believe. But still, you're able to bottle him up and not let him get those game momentum changing plays. It just feels like it sucks the air out of Vanderbilt a little bit. And I think that's going to be the key. Make him beat you as a thrower, which we've talked about. He's an improved thrower this year. Make those receivers win one-on-one. They got a talented tight end as well. Make him win one-on-one, but don't let Diego be a game wrecker with his legs.
Right.
And I think if Missouri can do that, I think they'll be able to get enough from Ahmad Hardy to create more balance on offense to win this football game. So I think Missouri, I don't know what the spread is.
2.5. 2.5. Vandy favored.
I'll go Missouri. I think it's going to be a great game. I think it's going to be a field goal type ball game.
Yeah.
But I'll go with Missouri in this one.
Yeah, that's probably what it's going to be. That's probably the play there. I think Pavia goes crazy. I think he's rolling. He's feeling himself, the team, everything you just said. He's at home. I think he has a huge day. And if you can't, you can't rush him, you can't mess with him, I don't think you stand a chance. Not that they're going to blow him out, but I think Pavia and the boys get it done. So we're split right there.
I mean, we just talked about this with Ole Miss. I mean, Missouri just had a very physical game, overtime game against Auburn. Now it's to go back on the road to Vanderbilt. So I think that's something to keep in mind. And you brought up with Elko too. Like there's a big discussion about Eli Drinkwitz and is he the guy at Florida too? So there's some conversations there too. So that's a couple things that you have to overcome if you're Missouri. But I think it should be a great football game.